Americans smoked fewer cigarettes in 2005 than at any time since 1951, yet cigarette butts remain the most littered item across the globe and in the United States. Intentionally dropping cigarette butts, matches, and other cigarette-related items on the ground is littering. Why do smokers litter? Mostly, it's due to the limited cigarette disposal resources and complete ignorance of cigarette litter's environmental impact. New ordinances are banning indoor smoking. Putting out a cigarette butt on the ground may seem like nothing, but that butt gets carried off by the rain into storm drains and eventually to streams, rivers, and beaches. A common misconception is that cigarettes are completely biodegradable. Statistics state that about 95% of cigarette filters are composed of cellulose acetate, which is a form of plastic that does not quickly degrade. Cigarette litter is harmful to the environment. Cigarette litter can also pose a hazard to animals and marine life when they mistake filters for food. About 18% of all litter, traveling primarily through storm drain systems, end up in local streams, rivers, and beaches.
During the Oceans Conservancy's 2006 annual International Coastal Cleanup, U.S. communities reported that cigarette butts were the most littered item on roadways, beaches, and sidewalks, representing 35% of items collected. A 2006 New South Wales, Australia litter survey of over 100 sites found that cigarette butts and related items comprised 59.5% of all litter items, up from 55.4% in 2004. A 2008 survey of over 1,000 smokers found that 35% tossed 5 or more cigarette butts per pack on the ground. Because a cigarette butt is small, smokers tend to overlook the consequences of littering. Many smokers don't believe littering their cigarette butts is inappropriate behavior. Some believe they're acting responsibly by dropping cigarettes to the ground and stepping on them to extinguish them. They also consider dropping butts into gutters or storm drains a safe way to extinguish a cigarette. They also blame the littering on a lack of well-placed bins for cigarette butts. Over 80% of smokers said that they would properly dispose of their butts if suitable bins were available. There are areas where a smoker must extinguish a cigarette before proceeding, such as outside retail stores, hotels, office buildings, and at bus shelters and train platforms. Messages about cigarette butt litter and ash receptacles at transition points are an important catalyst to changing behavior. But the best way to prevent increases in cigarette butt litter? Quit smoking. Gain the support of your friends and family and seek out resources like quitnet.com and smokefree.gov to help you become smoke-free. Anteaters, you can help prevent cigarette butt litter too. Help the community to empower smokers by installing more ashtrays and incorporating more awareness signage. Zot Zot!